Hello, everyone. It's the CEO of Gambling here, and I've got some NFL picks for you on Sunday, October 16th. Last night, I had a great night betting in the NHL. The Calgary Flames beat the Edmonton Oilers in the Battle of Alberta. Calgary was the dog in that situation last night, and they came out on top 4-3, which was a good payout. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead back and watch it because I had a great pick there. Hopefully, I can keep these picks going into the NFL today. So if we're looking at the first game here, Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Giants. Ravens are the favorite. The spread's 6, so I picked the Baltimore Ravens on the spread minus 105. All these picks say are going to be by the spread. You can see that on the ticker down below. So Ravens minus 6. They're going off at minus 105. Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New Orleans Saints. The Bengals are the favorite here. Spread of -3, and the odds are minus 105. I went with the Bengals. Hopefully, Joe Burrow can get the boys fired up. They haven't had a great start to the season, but they're better than the Saints this year. But the Saints have been somewhat surprising. Now we got the Jags taking on the Colts. Two teams that am surprised of how they performed so far this season. I expected the Colts to be a lot better than they were, and I expected the Jags to be a lot worse. After watching the game in the preseason, the Raiders taking on the Jags, I expected the Jags to be horrible again this year, but they're able to put up some points. So Trevor Lawrence is taking that team to another level, which is good to see. In this game, though, I did pick the Jags, and they're a dog here at plus 1.5. They're going off at minus 110. Same with the Colts going off at minus 110. So it should be a interesting game. I don't know if I'm going to watch that one, but it's a good game to see how these two teams fare out against each other. Minnesota taking on Miami. I went with the Vikings at -3 on the spread. Odds are minus 115 for the Vikings. They're on the road. I really like the Dolphins, and then Tua got hurt there, so it was kind of a messy situation. I'm going with the Vikings today. New England Patriots taking on the Cleveland Browns. I don't think Mac Jones is playing today, so that should give the edge to Cleveland at -2.5. They're going off at minus 120. And we have the New York Jets taking on the Packers. The Jets have paid well for me so far this season. It's been great. They're a dog here, plus 7.5. They're going off at minus 110. Green Bay just not performing the way that I expected them to so far this year. And we got Rodgers. I don't know. I like Rodgers. He's really good. I wish he was on the Raiders. The Raiders are my favorite team, but I don't know. I think the Jets have a lot to prove this season, and they seem to be doing it. So I'm gonna roll with them again into this week, but I could see that this is where it could die. All right, I could see the Packers walking all over the Jets today, but I got to keep going with the Jets. And then we have the 49ers taking on the Falcons. So the Falcons have been another great team I've been picking so far this year. Mariota left the Raiders to go be the head quarterback for starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, and has proven himself well. If he wins today, they're dogs here plus 4.5 against the 49ers. If he beats San Francisco, I think he's proven that he can be a starting quarterback, and I think it's a shame that the Raiders lost him because I think he's a lot better than Derek Carr. He can finish in the end zone, in the red zone, a lot better than Derek Carr. So I don't know. I got to hate on for Derek Carr anyway. That's they got to buy this week, so maybe that'll go away. Yeah, so I picked the Falcons at plus 4.5, minus 110. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that kind of have been sputtering. I picked the Buccaneers minus 10, and the odds are minus 105. Not sold on Pittsburgh. Not necessarily sold on Tampa Bay this year either. They're not struggling, but they're not playing as well as they did the last couple seasons. Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going with Murray here and the Seahawks minus 2.5, going off at minus 110. Carolina Panthers and Rams. I struggled with this game. I did end up taking Carolina in my football pool, but for this video, I may switch to the LA Rams at -10, going out for -105. Again, two teams not really off to a hot start either. Let's go to the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs. This is obviously one of the best games of the day, if not the best. It's a tough one. The Bills are favored at -2.5, going off of -115. Chiefs are going off at -105. I think the Chiefs can handle the Bills, but today I picked the Bills. You never know what's going to happen. I think that the Bills can handle them. I'm not sure. Well, time will only tell. So this is going to be a tough game to pick. Hopefully, Allen can get it done. They are on the road and they're at Arrowhead, so it'll be interesting to watch. That's for sure. Dallas Cowboys taking on Philly. I think Philly should be able to walk all over them, easily covering the spread of -6.5. Then the Monday night game, I threw this in here. Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Divisional game. I like the Chargers here at -4.5. The odds are -105. I just don't think Denver has what it takes this year, even though they have Russell Wilson. Can't seem to put up a lot of points. So those are my picks for the NFL. If you like this video, drop a like on it so we can help grow this channel. And then don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And welcome to CEO of Gambling. Signing out.